he talks about aliens. We've seen him talk about fishing with the same gusto, with the same sort of spirit, vibe, spirit vibe. And so let's see if he has the same spirit vibe. Well, he's cooking beans or chili beans.
Wait. Where did this video come from?
Your mama. I don't know where do all videos come from.
Like, was this a serious? No.
Store.
Was it like a serious special or something?
I think Riley got grabbed by a bunch of people along the way.
Okay.
You know, like,
Gotcha.
so maybe it was like a pilot, but it didn't go nowhere. But let's see. Everyone, pull out your cookbooks or pull out a pencil and get to writing because we got ourselves a recipe.
You can cook
Oh,
anything,
dear.
almost.
That
He's cooking
looks
beans.
dirty.
Riley cooking beans was the title of this. So
In a car.
yes, in a very tiny apartment.
Anything in a crock pot. And remember, people, that in this day and age, with the possibility of
I like to see a man cook.
All right, people, I'm taking bets now. Are we gonna hear a smoke alarm beep?
Oh,
I'm guessing no. No,
Wait,
I'm guessing no.
wait. But you've seen this. I would vote yes.
I can still guess.
picking up potential E. coli.
E. coli from beans?
Germs in certain foods and things of this nature.
Oh, from the crock pot.
See?
E. coli from the crock pot.
See how the spirit vibe carries over? Things of this nature. We're talking about crockpots and beans, baby. This is who the man is.
Well, you got to understand he shits in that crock pot.
You gotta get the feces out.
I have to worry about that today simply because I'm cooking a pot of vegetarian beans.
Beans.
This is my famous
He turned beans into a 5-syllable word.
I know.
pinto beans and mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm on mushrooms watching this.
Excellent. The mushrooms actually, if you do them right,
What is
season
wrong
them
with you,
right, they actually taste like meat in your beans. Now, when I really get
Meat and My Beans was my band name in high school.
really get famous,
I want to be in that band.
I'll have someone doing this for me. I'll get me a butler. His name will probably be Jeeves Jones, or something like that.
Jones the butt.
Cracking himself up.
But truthfully, though,
Grandpa, you in there talking to yourself again? He seems like a crazy grandpa. He's just in the kitchen all talking to himself. Talking to his old war buddies who died in the 60s.
I like doing my own cooking.
Got a fire extinguisher on his wall.
Ordinarily, I would cook one bag of beans. These are pinto beans. Beans have as much protein in them.
Protein.
I will take the 10 to the 101 to the 405 and I'm going to eat some protein. It sounded like California.
He somehow crowbarred a W into the word protein.
I like Riley.
What?
You know what 3 letters are in Riley? IRL. I like IRL Riley. He's fun, IRL.
Good protein. Let's say steak.
Why is he taking it so many times? You take it that many times to
In
play with
fact-
it, Riley.
If you had a barrel of beans and some water, you could live indefinitely. In some ways,
If you live by a lake and you can take a tiny fish out here or there.
Beans, they say, are the magical fruit.
cook them. You notice
Oh, okay, that's a great bet. 7 minutes left. Does he mention farting or anything with beans and farting in the last 7 minutes? Place your bets.
No,
Place
no,
your
he has
bets,
no sense of humor like that. He does not.
No, yeah. If you fart on camera, but he'll never mention it.
the dry beans. I don't like I try and stay away from as many pre-cooked canned foods as possible. When I have the time, I
What are you doing? What else are you doing?
What are we washing?
Riley Martin washing beans, yo. What do you think?
He's massaging beans.
That's how you do it. Okay.
This is how you practice on a pussy. You understand?
when I have the time,
When I have the
I like
time.
to start truly from scratch. That is the real dry bean.
Spit in it?
Now with beans, you may use any type of additive you so desire. Any type of meat you so desire. Today I will not use meat.
Today he will not use me, folks. I know you're all. Everyone's out there holding their meat signs up. The #1 meat hands. Not today, people. Maybe next week.
Later I will add
This
mushroom.
isn't cooking. This isn't cooking beans with Riley. This is suggestions about beans with Riley.
Watch me wash some beans.
You know what might make a good bean?
Some mushroom.
Some molasses.
And you can add flavors to you. Luigi, did you know you can add different flavors to your beans? That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
Beans and
Very
bread.
Beans are very high in pure.
If I had enough money to buy a bucket of beans or a spring on my drawer that closed it all the way on my cabinet, I'm taking beans every time. That cabinet stayed open.
A British meal called beans on toast, and an American meal that is called toast under beans.
Now, what I do, you see, is I put the beans on my lady's bean, and then I go bean licking.
Source of protein.
A night of beans at the
Thank you
Riley
for
House.
joining us this week on Bean Suggestions with Riley Martin.
Beans and wooden cabinets tonight at 8:30 on the Riley Mountain Channel.
I also like beans, Riley.
Whoa, what's that?
I am a bean. I am from Iceland. I am a bean.
Hold on. Did he have a,
Walrus meat and beans.
on the far right, is that a beer can? What is that?
It looks like breadcrumbs.
Garlic powder.
Fucking knows.
Garlic
Just more beans.
powder. If I was garlic powder, why didn't you use that for a commercial? Garlic powder.
Powder.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Do not use garlic salt.
Too salty.
Salt is cheap. Salt is cheap. If you want salt, buy a box of salt. Box of sea salt. You'll be fine.
Today's lesson with Riley
Wanna
about
sprinkle?
beans.
Beans and salt. Riley Mountain.
Garlic powder. Liberally.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Liberally.
It's like half a bottle of garlic powder. Bro.
How do you vote, Riley? Liberally.
And
Now,
your beans,
I don't have any running water.
You're going to need a lot of saliva. You're going to have to do a lot of spitting.
wanna give them an excellent flavor.
Flavor.
This is my bean cabinet.
The wife has all the
grabbed
other
it.
cabinets.
Sea salt,
Fuck
people.
is this?
Oh,
Sea
it's
salt.
sea salt. Sea salt, not beer, not breadcrumbs. It's sea salt. Now he's putting salt in.
I like to make a rhythm with my sea salt.
Now make sure you touch all the salt that you throw in there.
There is not one part of this meal
This
that has
is-
not been on my fingers.
Brown sugar from China.
Brown sugar.
It's the real good stuff. No preservatives. Just cooked from the cane. Put
cocaine.
the whole thing in there.
A bamboo cane.
Well, half of a slab.
Sugar.
That's going to
Cane.
give your beans,
Salt.
take all the harshness out, and give you
I was wondering if we were going to have harsh beans tonight. Thank you.
Harshness of beans?
loving.
The most soft and neutral food on the planet. The harshness of beans. It was
They're
winter.
not soft before you cook them.
I am frequently complaining about my beans being harsh.
Too harsh. Too harsh.
They're so mean to me, my beans.
compromising flavor on your end product.
Fucking film
We're going to add water.
Even the editor's like, move on, Riley.
Wait. Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, you got
Oh, we got a super chat.
No, let's keep doing it until all of...
Racist Bjork, thank you for
Racist
the
Bjork for
$10.
You got to read
Read
it.
it as Bjork.
Go ahead, Luigi.
I'm sorry, let me get the beans out of my throat. Thank you. Thanks for the laughs tonight. More importantly, thank you, Riley Martin, for the suggestions about the beans.
They make a little Bjork's asshole go poop, 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 poop in a row, and it sounds very funny.
Yes.
I will record it in my new song and call it Poop.
Holocaust didn't happen.
Oh, I didn't mention that what I poop out looks like those people that I hate. I am racist.
Oh man,
Racist Bjork.
I am in pain.
You're gonna want to change. You're gonna want to change that name, probably.
What? Racist Bjork? No.
No, I'm saying we are going to soil it, but we're gonna ruin it for you. I'm sorry. We go always one step too far.
I'm working on my racist Bronson Pinchot.
That alcohol? I'm just looking for alcohol he's hiding around the house. Right?
That I'm not necessarily using bottled water. Why am I not? For one
Someone
thing,
filmed
in this
this and thought this was gold.
particularly in this part of the country, the water's pretty clean. Still, I'm starting with hot water from the faucet. Now, since this pot of beans is going to take about
Beans and faucet science with Riley Martin.
somewhere in the vicinity of 4 hours.
There is a fire
To reach
extinguisher
maturity.
within a 2-foot distance of this pot.
Well, no, you don't understand. When we didn't have
Obviously,
that, I
he
just
needs it.
burned the kitchen down every time. You know,
Yes.
so.
Pretty.
He needs it for sure.
Beans are, what did he say? Beans are harsh. Beans are harsh and they burn like a tinder.
I do not have to worry about
thing I've ever fucking seen.
This is why you get your beans wet early on. They'll burn your house down. They'll burn the neighborhood down. Beans are harsh.
hardly any known germ in the world. Because it cannot live at such intense heat.
It is amazing that he tells this bean story in the exact same energy level that he says, I was abducted by aliens. That's quite the spectrum to maintain that energy level. God damn.
I could not watch this on mushrooms. This would freak me out.
Oh, no, mushrooms are good with the beans.
I have
You
no
put the
fucking,
mushrooms with the beans.
I
you
have no
gotta watch the-
fucking idea what's happening.
You gotta wash the mushrooms, not with bottled water, you understand?
Over an extended span of time. Water your
Oh my
beans
God.
liberally. You want your water to stand
What does those words say up in the corner?
at least a good inch and a
the
half.
ingredients. The ingredients.
Pay attention.
Why
Guys, you're gonna have to rewind. You're gonna have to
so
rewind and go back.
To 2 inches
Because I couldn't
above your
keep up with
beans.
the ingredients.
If you hit racist
Beans.
Bjork, it went too far, and go a little forward.
Because beans will absorb a moisture as they cook.
Moister.
Moisture.
That is going into the
He
vault.
adds letters to other words, and then but those words are taken from other letters in the future.
Requeen.
Requiem.
Queen.
And moister. And moister.
Moisture.
Like, hey, Jimmy.
don't forget Smuck.
Smuck, yeah. And hey, it's Jimmy Moister. What's up, Moister? He's saying moister.
Your beans liberally. You want
There you go. Electra, there you go. Pinto beans, water, brown sugar, sea salt, and garlic.
water to stand. Oh, at least a
Love
good
it
inch
was on
and
the
a
screen
half
for like
to 2
2
inches
seconds.
Yes, not the greatest instruction.
above your beans. Because beans will absorb a moisture as they cook and swell up.
He doesn't like you.
Pots on
Moister.
Oh, he said swell up.
Moisture. So everyone check that. Is he against yous? Did the
Huh?
aliens steal his you ability?
Now, essentially, for the time being, my job is done. Later on, in the process, in order to give a little lubricant to the beans, I'll need add
Lubricate the beans.
You know
Are
what?
you serious?
My beans,
right?
my beans need some lubricating, if you know what I mean.
You want to lubricate the bean.
I'm sure Electra's
Don't
bean is
forget.
lubricated all the time.
To lubricate the bean.
It can get a little raw.
You know when Electra's bean is lubricated, it's time to put in work, fellas.
Holy shit. This is...
It's IRL Riley. I love it.
Olive oil, soy sauce.
What?
Almond
oil.
Look at these
oil
words.
to the beans.
What happened?
It went into wingdings.
We use wingdings.
Wingdings. Might as well. Use them.
That might be the craziest thing Riley Martin's ever done. A wingdings cooking show. Back in a time without AI, you'd have to go get a fucking scribble pad and be like, "Hey,
You know what's funny? Essentially, those symbols are just like combination wingdings.
Yes, we've just found he can't say you, and he's a fan of wingdings. Riley, look at these IRLs teach us so much more than a stern call.
To give them that little, that resilience. But that's all I've got to do.
Resilience?
My beans have resilience.
Are we still talking about beans?
Some of my beans made it through the Holocaust. They were so resilient.
For several hours now. But just sit there, look out the window, and watch the pretty girls go by.
We're gonna need to write a song called "Waiting for the Beans."
Sit and look out the window.
Staring out the window, waiting on my beans.
They might be harsh. Oh, my beans are so harsh in Norway.
As I am not adverse to doing.
I wait on my
Oh my
beans.
God! Did you guys see him look you straight in the face there? That was a little frightening.
It's so scary.
I stare out the window.
Look at the wingdings.
Wait on my
All the way back to
beans.
wingdings.
Hey guys, make sure you put in a quarter scoop of star-crossed Jewish stars. Jewish star cross.
Soy sauce. Almond,
Oh my God.
oil to the beans. To give them that little, that resilience. But that's what
He's like cross-eyed when he's looking
I've got
at
to
you.
do for several hours.
I'm gonna polish
now.
my beans.
But just sit there, look out the window.
Oh, you need butter too, apparently. Or he was saying But I'd get some butter just in case.
And
This
watch
needs
the pretty
its
girls
own
go by.
show.
Look at his eyes. He is slammed. Riley is so fucking
Oh,
stoned
he
right
is.
now.
He is. Yeah, he is gone. He is obliterate.
The Japanese are like, O'Reilly is one of us. Riley, when you turn Japanese, turning Japanese.
This is like this should
As I
be
am
its
not-
own episode. Like I
Adverse
was
to
not
do it.
expecting
You
that.
say,
Okay, later on that day, people. So
these are the mushrooms. I'm adding the mushrooms
Mushroom.
to the pinto beans. You'll notice that both the
Hold on now.
with the mushrooms, you need to see what you're doing. You need the glass.
beans to a boil for about 30 minutes
Is
so
Erod
that the beans
filming
could
this?
begin to swell. Now I'm adding the mushrooms. This will give it a personality.
Personality.
They're not so harsh, no boy.
As well as a marvelous flavor. The mushrooms will actually be chewy and remind one of a meat product or something like that. And so you're getting your calcium, your niacin, your
Getting your niacin.
E's and B's,
Oh, we're getting some lady in the background.
I
your
heard
C
ladies.
vitamins.
No, I
That's
think
his
those
wife. That's
those
his
might
wife.
be the. They might be the birds, honestly. Like I think he had parrots. And
Yeah.
I think they might be like doing the mimic thing. I don't know,
B12?
but I wouldn't be surprised.
B12. What? B12.
He's
And,
talking about B vitamins
it's all great.
and beans.
And it's all natural. And these babies cook down.
I can't
I
stand
warrant
fucking
that-
mushrooms and anything.
You'll find
That
them.
would give me such explosive diarrhea.
It tastes too much
Wouldn't
like
it? It would be
meat.
fine.
Oh well, you know what? We've never had this conversation. I'm allergic to legumes,
Oh shit! Literally,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
allergic to them, and they make you shit.
All right, guys, we have a goal. If we get $100, we watch Luigi eat as many pinto legumes or whatever. It's fucking
Oh,
possible.
Not just that. I will reenact this whole video word for word with a transcript.
Thus says the great dude of the space thingy mabob called Riley.
What the fuck did he just say?
That was a whole sentence that meant nothing.
Thingy, bye-bye.
Yeah, I like them heavy laden like that. You notice the way I cut the mushrooms is that I did not cut thin slices. I left it somewhat lumpy so that I'll have that chewiness
Lumpy.
once
I'm
they
gonna
are
fucking vomit. Ugh.
ready.
So I want to be
And that's it,
reminded
we
of a
will
meat
wait.
product.
Now I have sodium-free, all vegetable
Bouillon.
bouillon, chicken bouillon.
I like how he says bouillon.
Bouillon.
Also vegetable.
Right, and I also
That
have
was a
vegetable
bird.
bouillon. And I will
I
put
can't believe
perhaps
you guessed
one of
bouillon.
each,
Bouillon.
I know what those little
two of the
packages
bouillons.
Bouillon.
One of the
Bullshit.
chickens in there at a little later date to kind of set the flavor of my beans into the masterpiece.
So these are
That
birds
is
in
gonna
the
be
background.
great.
There's no people there.
No, there was obviously a person. I thought,
Okay,
because
thank you. 'Cause I
there
was
was
like, they can't just be birds.
there was squawking. No, the birds were holding the camera.
That's right, it sucks.